Okay. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. Let's see if we're on. Welcome to COVID-19. I am Chef. I am your host, Chef Felix. Let's give it another minute. It's waiting for us to hit the Facebook crowd. Today we got a little treat. I hope everybody likes it. I know I will. Take me back to my times in Arizona. Let's see, here we go. And we will be on. Here we go. All right. Great. It's a go, everybody. Okay. Welcome to COVID-19 Iron Chef Kitchen Survival during this time. I am your host, Chef Felix. We got some good stuff here today. We're going to make Navajo Indian bread. Okay. I don't know if anyone's out there, but we're going to be making it right now. The Navajo Indian bread. It's going to get everything all set here. This is a bread that the Navajo obviously, and you'll see Indians all over the country will make the Indian fry bread. Okay, I experienced this when I lived in Arizona, being with some Navajo Indians, friends of mine, and also in the restaurants they serve this bread. Navajo Indian bread, we're going to get into it. It's very simple. We'll see the origins of it, and we will make it. So, it doesn't look like anybody is watching right now. Well, people are watching, but nobody is commenting. So, give me a comment. Let me know you're out there. If anyone's out there, please let me know, okay, before we start, and we'll get going. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can do here. Let's start sharing here. Okay. We are sharing. Sharing is caring, folks. We're going to start sharing here. Okay, got that. And then we're going to do that. Here we go. Okay, everybody. We're good. Let me know you're out there. Let me know you're out there. Okay. Okay. Give me your comments. Let me know you're out there, everyone. Before I start. All right. Here we go. Today we're making Navajo Indian fry bread. Okay, very simple. I start off with a cup of flour, which I already put in my bowl. Okay, then another simple ingredient is baking powder, which we're going to put in right now. Okay, put in some baking powder right there. And then a pinch of salt. Everybody wants to know what a pinch is. In the industry, you cup your hand like this, and you put the salt in, and there's your pinch of salt, just like that. Very simple. Simple ingredients. The next step is to mix what we got, all your dry, and then we have some warm water, which we're going to do to mix the bread. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're going to put this down here. Lock it. Give it a little mix. Make sure it's all mixed in. Then keep it going. We're going to start putting the hot water in. Again, folks, let me know you're out there. If you can, appreciate it. Okay, at least I know I'm out there. Okay, so it's mixing, and we're gonna get going here. Got about a half a cup of warm water. I have a cup here because I like to put it in gradually. Sometimes it's not always the same. So we're gonna try that right now. Gradually, we're gonna put some warm water in there. So that'll form a nice ball, hopefully. A little more hot water, warm water rather. Get that going. I have some extra flour here in case I need it. Right there. Stop it for a second. See where we're at. Move it down. Put our dough back in. Lock it. Here we go. A little more warm water. Get going. Where is everybody today? Nobody's here. Nobody no comments, no nothing. Alright. We're getting somewhere now. I don't know if you see it, it's starting to form a little bit. It's a little soggy. I'm gonna add a little more flour to that. Get going again. There we go. Speed it up a bit. I think we might be good. Okay. It's sticky. You want it kind of sticky. That's where you add some flour to it. You'll be okay. Alright, so we're going to move this stuff over here. We're going to take our dough out. Put it a little in here. Let's let that fall. It's a little moist, but once we add some more flour to it, it'll build up into a nice dough. Gonna knead it a little bit. Here we go. Okay. knead it. Knead our bread. Can you guys see that? Let's take this away. Put that down. There we go. So that's it right there. We're gonna keep kneading it. We're gonna knead our bread to a little ball. A little more flour. I work it pretty similar to the way I would work a pizza dough. Okay, there we go. That looks great. Perfect. Okay, let me know you're out there. Send me messages, comments, anything today. That's what we want. Okay. Okay, folks, be right with you. Give me another pair of gloves here. Okay, our dough is done. I'm gonna let it settle a little bit before we start it. Okay, we got Carla Okerson. Hello, Carla. How are you? Got Navajo Indian American fry bread today. We just made our dough for it. We're gonna let it settle a little bit before we start to fry it. Okay. Here we go. Okay, give me a moment, folks. We're gonna get our fried bread cooking in a minute. We're gonna put it on high. We're gonna do it right in here. Our Indian fried bread right here. We're gonna be cooking up. We're gonna add our oil. About maybe a half inch in the pan. You want to use a canola oil or corn oil, something with that's non-saturated fat, so it becomes a healthy dish then. Okay. All right. Normally you want to let this rise a little bit, okay, but for our purposes we can't today. So we're gonna let that get nice and hot, and we're gonna start. Okay. There you go. got your Indian fry bread made. Let me get this out of the way. No one's here today. Surprise, this is a good one. Carl is the only one, if she's still here with us. Let me know you're still here, Carla. Okay, got some Indian fry bread. Navajo Indian fry bread. It came about. Alright, we got Joan Croppiasha. You guys are going to have to go back to see how I made the Indian fry bread. Very simple. Flour, baking powder, pinch of salt, and warm water. And you got a nice little kneaded dough right here. You should actually give it about 60 minutes to rise, but we don't have that today. So we're going to give it a little more time while the oil gets nice and hot. Then we're going to fry it. And then we'll do some other things to go with it. Hello, Joan. How are you? Glad to see you. I was starting to get complex, everybody. I wasn't sure if anybody was here today. Once again, it's flour, 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, pinch of salt, and 1/2 cup of warm water. You could knead it yourself. You could put it into one of these KitchenAids here, artisan one I have. You can put it into KitchenAid with the dough hook, and gradually add your water, and it'll come out perfect. Okay, so we're going to make about 4 of these. So the way we're going to do it, I'm going to take my bench scraper, I'm going to go in half like this, then half like that, so I get it nice and even. I'm going to take these, and I'm going to form little balls with these, okay? So what we're going to do. Going to form little balls. Okay, so that's 1. Okay, so that's 2. Go again. That's 3. And here's the last one. Okay, so there we go with our fry bread. All right, we're gonna take our bench scraper, put it over here. All right, okay, so we're gonna take our bread. We're gonna take the first one. Now pay attention to how I press this out, okay? Let's take away the dough hook. Alright, this is the way I saw that the Navajo ladies do it. They take their hand like this. They press down. You see how I did that? They press down with their hand like this. Then you keep pressing so it comes flat. Okay, then what you do is you take the ends and just run the ends like this. And then you could just run it with the flour, press down, and you got one Indian fry bread right there, okay? There you go. That's 1. Again, take a ball. Bonnie, how are you, Bonnie? Take a ball. Flour more. Take your hand, press down. That's how they do it. Okay, press down with your hand. Then you go around like this. Keep pressing it down. Very similar to pizza dough. Very similar. And you're gonna work it. Okay, we got a little hole here. So dough's very forgiving. I'm gonna patch up the hole. Press down. Keep that like that. Okay, a little more flour. All right. I'm gonna take our other hand, press down like this. See? That's how they do it on the reservations. Okay. Take our hands, our fingers, go from the ends down. I smell the oil cooking here. Won't be long now. Okay, we're going to put that there like that. So we're doing 4 altogether. And we're going to do stuff with the 4. Pat it down with our hand. Okay. Beautiful. We're going to do our hands like this. Just to make it a little bigger. Even it out. Put it right there. And voila. There you go. We got 4 Indian flatbreads. Right there. Ready to turn it into Indian fry bread. Okay, we got some nice hot oil in here. Okay, we're gonna lower it a little bit. Then we're gonna take our tongs and our flatbread, our Indian fry bread, and we're gonna fry it up. And there it goes. Then we're gonna get a plate, a paper towel in it, so we drain it. Move this down a little bit. There we go. And there it is. You see it frying there, folks? I hope. Frying in the background there. Right over there. Up a little bit. A little more. A little more on that side. It's the first one, so we're going to put it in there a little longer than the others. There we go. I first had this when I was about 23 years old. I was a student at Arizona State University and made friends with some Navajo Indians, and we would go to different places and they would have the Indian fry bread, which is great. First time I had it, it was delicious. Gonna let that keep cooking there. I want that to get nice and brown. And once that's brown, we'll see how it turns out. Once again, hello Bonnie, hello Joan, hello Carla. Got the regulars here today. That's about it. I think everybody's on vacation now. Wherever you can go for the COVID, I have no idea. Alright, so we got this going. Starting to get there, starting to get there. It starts to puff up a little bit. Oh, it's in the frying stage, which is great. That's what you want. There we go. Okay, folks, we're getting there, getting there. Can you get the next one ready here? Fry bread is equivalent to, like, in the Italians, like a zeppoli kind of in a way. It's fried dough, okay? It was first originated by the Navajo Indians about 144 years ago, they say, or like around 1864, when we actually forced them off of their property in Arizona and they did what that was called back then, historically, they called it the Long Walk from Arizona into New Mexico. It was a 300-mile journey for the Navajo Indians, and then they reached their land. And what happened was they got supplies, obviously, from us, such as flour, baking powder, salt, things like that. And then they came about making this Indian fry bread. And that's how it started. We're going to put it right in here. Before I do that, I want you guys to see it. There you go. Probably dripping it all over my screen. I'm going to do the second one now. Flatten it out. Second one's cooking up. Just want to get my thing out of the way. It does look like a pita without a pocket. That's true. It does look like that. But it's nicer. It's kind of like a pita. Very simple again, very simple dough. We're gonna cook it up. Now with the Indian fry bread, you could actually make tacos also. It's kind of be like a chalupa, the bread. That's pretty much what a chalupa is. It is Indian fry bread. They do it for tacos. So whenever you see something that says Indian tacos, it's going to be the Indian fry bread with all your taco mixing and stuff like that. All your ingredients of a taco, and you're gonna see how they do that. Okay, we're gonna do a couple of things with it today. Pretty much for the kiddies or for you guys with sweet tooth. We're gonna make it nice and sweet for you guys. Some of these, and then the next one we're gonna make ourselves a cowboy breakfast also with the Indian fry bread. If anyone is familiar with some of the shows out that I've been watching during the COVID, I've been watching a show called Longmire, which is a great show. It's about 6 seasons. It has Lou Diamond Phillips in it, and it deals with Wyoming, a sheriff in Wyoming, and the Indian reservation there, which was quite nice. It was a good show. Definitely was great. And there was scenes where Lou Diamond Phillips owned a bar, and he would make Indian fried bread tacos. And this is how it's done, just like this. Then another show that I like is called Yellowstone, which everybody should know, which has Kevin Costner. And that's nice too, because they also deal with a lot of Indian culture and stuff like that, which is great. Very fascinating culture, the Indians, the Native Americans. Again, I got to know a lot of Navajos, and the Navajo Indians are a very special Native American tribe. They are very patriotic. They during World War II, I don't know if anyone saw a movie called Wind Talkers, but we were able to. They were instrumental in us winning World War II, especially with the Japanese. A lot of the Navajos that signed up for the military became radio people, radio communicators, and what they did was they would talk in Native American Indian to communicate with another Native American Indian at the post, wherever they were in the islands, where the Japanese were, everything. And the Japanese couldn't crack the code. They didn't know anything. No one knew Native American Indian. Not the Germans, not the Japanese. So it was to our advantage. And a lot of them became veterans and were very instrumental in winning World War II by what they did. Again, there's a movie out with Nicolas Cage. You may want to see it. Adam Beach, called Wind Talkers. And it gives you the whole story behind it. And I gotta say, it was a very interesting story. It gives you a whole perspective on Native Americans. Again, very honorable people. And I got my Indian bread almost done here. That's Indian fried bread, folks. I got it coming. It's pliable. It's just like a chalupa. Okay. We're gonna cook the last one. Then I'm gonna show you what to do with it. Any questions? Just text me. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Okay, we're gonna do the next one here. Okay. That one needs a little more on the bottom. A little more on the bottom. We're gonna take our other one now. We're gonna put it in here. Gonna cook it up. Yeah. Almost done, folks. Almost done. Okay. This one's good. There we go, cooking up the Indian fried bread right now, Navajo American Indian fried bread. I'm gonna get this out of the way. Just keep that plate right there. I'm gonna take this. Get rid of that. See how this is, ouch, this is. Be careful, it does splatter a little bit. You don't wanna hurt yourself. Gonna let that cook up. Then we're gonna take it and then we're gonna show you what else we can do. Okay. Very mellow day today, folks. Very mellow day. Looks like it's gonna rain or something out there. Okay, we got Jay Black is watching. Hello, Jay. Seems like I think you're a new person. How you doing? Jay Black. Okay, we're gonna turn this over. It might be a little darker than normal. We're gonna get our bread ready. Should be soaking up. There you go. Okay. There we go. That's our Indian fried bread. Voila. Right there. Voila. We have our Indian fried bread. Now we're gonna turn it over and make something else. We're gonna let that get hot before we start. All right, we're gonna show you what we're gonna do now. Okay. Gonna take some of these, put this here. This over here. Okay, we got our Indian fried bread right there. As you can see, it is very pliable. Right there, very pliable. Again, like a chalupa. Okay, now what can we do with this? What can you do with the Indian fried bread? A couple things you can do. One is just like Zeppelin's, a lot of times they put powdered sugar on it. We could put a little powdered sugar on this one right here. That'll taste good. I like, when I was out there in Arizona, a lot of them put honey on the bread. They brush it or they just drizzle it on, which we're going to do right now. Get some honey. We're going to drizzle that on. So we got some honey in there. So there you go, you got some powdered sugar, and you got some honey drizzled on there. And then, we're gonna make ourselves a nice cowboy breakfast for everybody. We're gonna take the last two, we're gonna put it right there. We're gonna spray our pan, then we're gonna add a little, spray our pan. We're going to put some nice little slabs of ham on there. Right there. Let that cook up. We got little slabs of ham. Gonna get our eggs ready. Gonna make ourselves a little cowboy breakfast, everyone. We got Joe Staz. Joe Staz, how are you, Joe? Just making our Indian bread here. Cooking up our ham steak. Gonna add a little butter to it. There we go. Add a little butter to our ham steak. We're gonna cook that up. There we go. So we got our ham steak cooking, we got our Indian bread waiting for our cowboy breakfast. We have our other two Indian fry breads, one drizzled with honey, the other one has confectioner's powdered sugar on top. So it's going to be a nice way of celebrating our new thing that we got here, which is our Navajo Indian fry bread. I hope I made it good. I have actually a friend that's a Native American Indian. I'm going to send this to him, this broadcast, and see what he says. All right, hopefully he will say I did a good job or a bad job. We don't know yet. You know, see how it goes. We're almost there. Okay, everybody. Want that to caramelize a little bit. Ow. Got a little butter left. We can butter some of this Indian bread if we want. Some butter in there. Some butter in there. Get rid of these. Take these out. They're ready now. Just splattering. Just butter this Indian fry bread right here. And we'll butter some of that. Ooh. Okay. We're going to take our ham, put it over here in the corner. Okay, now we're going to take our scrambled egg. We're going to put that on there. You could also obviously do bacon with this if you want. I'm going to put our scrambled egg in here real quick. We're going to mix it up. Here you go. We're going to shut this off. Get our scrambled egg all set. Here we go. Scrambled egg. Got our bacon. No bacon. We have scrambled egg and ham today. If you want, you could add bacon, sausage, nice country sausages to that. But this is whatever you do. It's called the cowboy breakfast. Gonna get that going there. What do you guys think, huh? So that's once again Navajo Indian fry bread. Easy to make. Go back to where I started. We'll see how we made it. And then we just added some things that you could do with it. Okay. And we'll get going here. Gonna turn it around so you get to see us. Okay, take our gloves off. Gonna take our glasses off here. Gonna get our fork. Make our Indian bread, and we're going to get into us here. All right, here we go. Folks, this is what we got. We got our cowboy breakfast with our Native American Navajo Indian fry bread. We got some ham slabs there, some scrambled eggs in the skillet. Then we have our Indian fry bread, Navajo Indian fry bread with drizzled honey and also powdered sugar. Okay, now you can also add tacos. You can make them into tacos if you want. You can, it's like a chalupa. Tacos. You can do, what else can you do? You can do cheese and bacon on there if you want. Also cheese and bacon. You can make anything you want. You could do a little, you could do a pizza. You could make flatbread pizza or something like that if you want. I got my new apron here if anybody sees it. I got some more questions now before I taste my Indian flatbread. Let's see what we got here. What do we got here? We got here, what do we got? We got here it says here replay. You're live now, and now I'm happy. So you really didn't need it to rise. Looks pretty easy. Right, we didn't need it really to rise, but it'll always make it better if you do. Definitely will. I don't know what's going on here with the camera, but we're doing good. We should be working here. Just give me a second here, everybody. Alright, there we go. Alright. Let me know if it's working good out there. It looks like we're okay. So there you go. We got the Navajo Indian fry bread. We have our cowboy breakfast, and we have our little sweet breads over here. I'm gonna try some of it, see how it goes. Yes, Bonnie, I miss you too. Hopefully in August we'll be back together again, and we'll be able to do a show together. That would be really good. Maybe we could get Mandy to come on if she's not working. Okay, so here we go. We got some of the Indian fried bread with the sugar on there. Very soft. It tastes equivalent to a zeppoli or your flat zeppoli. Really good. I like it. Definitely, if you got some kids, make the Indian fried bread and just slap some sugar on it. You could also do a medley of cinnamon and sugar and put that on top of the bread as well. All right, that's very good. Very good. I'm going to save the honey for later, but and it looks delicious. I'm going to put that on there. And we're going to go for a cowboy breakfast now, right? This will be my lunch. So we got a little egg right here. We got some of the ham. Some of the ham, some of the eggs. Take a little piece of the buttered Navajo bread. Can't really see it, but I'm going to show it to the camera. Okay, so here we go. We got our triple combo here. We got the egg, we got the ham, and we got the Indian fried bread at the end. Ready? That's delicious. Very good. Really good, folks. Really good. There you go, right there. That's it. A lot of people will probably be replaying this from the beginning. Again, you can make these with tacos, which is probably really delicious. Some tacos there. And that's really about it. I'm gonna take my glasses off. It's kind of hot in this kitchen. I have my new apron. Looks like someone sent me. It looks like a police vest that they wear when they go on their raids and everything else. But it looks cool. I like it. I think it looks great, and it's very useful. I have a lot of different pockets here, and that's it. So I'm gonna have a little more. Then we're gonna bid you guys peace, and hope you all have a safe day. Try this at home. Doesn't take long to make. Most of the dishes that I'm doing now, I'm trying to make it within the hour time frame of the scope of the show. And mostly everything will take about 15 to 20 minutes to make. So that's really what I'm looking for right now in the show. Something like that. Fried bread's good. When I was in Arizona, you go to a diner, and instead of rolls, they would give you the Indian fried bread with some honey drizzled on it. Delicious. It was really good. Morning coffee. You got the Indian fried bread. You can put some jams on there, jellies, jams on that as well. Nutella, if you like Nutella. And it'll come out great. So I definitely would recommend it. Something new for everyone. Bonnie likes my cool apron. I figure it goes good with my hat, and I feel like I'm a chef, COVID-19 chef, really, like survival. I got my survival vest on, kind of like the Dark Knight Batman, and I like it. I like it a lot. Plus, it's so hot to wear that jacket that this gives me a little break. So that's why I have it. What else we got here? Nancy Weems. Nancy, how are you? She just made homemade salsa. That's great. Actually, the salsa would go good with this Indian fried bread. So you should consider that. You could make some taco meat with the salsa on there, or you could just do the salsa on the Indian fried bread. You just cut it up into little triangles and dip it into the salsa. It'd be great. It's like a chalupa, just like that. It's very good. Okay. Anything else here we got? I got Nancy Reams is hungry. Nancy, see the beginning of the show. It won't take you long to make. All you need is a cup of flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt. Mix it up. Put some half a cup of warm water. Pour it slowly until you get a ball, a moist ball. Then you add some flour to it as you need it, and it'll come out nice and soft and smooth, which it did for me. And it's great. Very good. So next week, I don't really know what I'll be making. I was thinking of tapas, but I think that's more for our show. Hopefully, at the end of August, beginning of September, we'll be back on the air again in a nice new studio. I hope to bring you some great places. One in which would be a Spanish market, and they go into tapas and wines and different types of tapas again, and then also different types of products from Spain that you can get. So hopefully I'll get them on. They were supposed to come on right before this all started, so hopefully we can get them on again. Anything that you guys are interested in seeing, just message me or go onto my Facebook and tell me what you want. I'll be happy to see if I can get it. Hopefully we'll also try to get a little more entertainment on, some more people, some more musicians to play some music for us as we eat, or that pertains to the different ethnic background of the food, or any kind of entertainment like that. Hopefully we'll get Bonnie on, we'll get some other comedians on, so that they could enjoy the shows as well. And then hopefully we'll have some offshoots. Maybe we can get a couple offshoots from Let's Eat LI. Maybe I could see if I could do more things like this for another show. Seems everybody likes when I do this, so I think I might stick to that too. And the restaurants as well, so we can keep promoting them, because they're going to need a lot of promoting when this thing is all over, to get everybody back on par again. All right, so this is Chef Felix. Nice mellow day. Everyone be safe. Again, we have the Native American Navajo Indian fried bread today, which again started about 144 years ago on the 300-mile, what they called the Long Walk, when the Navajos went from Arizona, took the long walk that the government sent them on to the reservations in New Mexico. There they took our supplies that we gave them, and they created the Navajo Indian fried bread. From that, they were able to do different things with it. Again, like I said, you got Indian fried bread tacos. You got what I just showed you with the sugars and the jams. They do a lot of stews, so I'm sure they do a lot of lamb stew. I'm sure the Indian fried bread is right there on the table, just like we would put dinner rolls or anything like that. So enjoy. I would definitely look into making this. It's not that hard. Make a nice cowboy breakfast for yourself like I did. Add some bacon and sausage to it. Get a really nice heavy breakfast for your day. All right. So I'm going to be signing off now. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm sorry we got off to a little slow start. But hey, it's recorded, so you can catch it anytime, right? You can always see this beautiful face of mine anytime you want. That's really pushing it. Thank you all. Be safe out there, and we'll see you next week. I'm going to try and come up with something else for you guys. Take care.